Hey there, boo. I miss you.
Well, I'm never too far away to reach out and be touched. Especially for my future bride with the banging body.
It's gon' be all yours.
How much longer do we have to wait?
2 weeks from tonight. Ha 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 ha.
Aww. I don't know if I can make it.
You can. Because I'm worth it.
Yeah. I guess you are. Worth the wait. So. How is yo father taking the good news?
You know how fathers are.
Mine's couldn't be mo happier. So how's he reacting, Megan?
I'm his only daughter, Matthew.
So. He's against it.
He was at first, but we talked about it. And now he feels much better.
You must have been. Very persuasive.
I didn't have to be. After all, look at the terrific son-in-law he's getting. How could he complain?
Mr. Harris, how are you?
I'm doing quite well. Officer Hayes. What can I do for you?
I got yo name from an associate of mine. And I understand that you are good at what you do.
Well, when I'm paid on time.
I want you to spy on a nigger for me. Keep track of him.
Who is this person you want me to spy on for you?
A womanizing ass black nigga that my daughter won't to marry. I wanna know every damn move that nigga make until the wedding 2 weeks from now.
We all have had a few indiscretions.
My daughter is very special to me. And I won't have the man that she is going to marry questionable in any way. Do you want the job or not?
You just hired yourself a private investigator.
It certainly looks as though we are going to have a wedding.
Ha ha ha, I guess we are.
And a week from Friday. It doesn't give us much time. We'll be able to make it.
Well, phone her anyway. I still would like her to be here.
Bob, she is in London, in the middle of her school term. I don't know if it's going to be possible.
Well, doesn't her school semester end soon?
That's Christian, and I'm sure she would want to fly in from New York. Well, the first thing I have to do is get a hold of those caters we like, and that florist.
Ha ha ha, you are excited about this. I don't often see you this way.
It isn't every week that your firstborn son get married.
You seemed skeptical at first.
Skeptical.
Well, let's just say that you questioned the relationship of the marriage.
Didn't you?
I'm curious. What changed your mind?
I don't know. I suppose it was meeting Martin Hayes.
Aw, Mr. Hayes, he's a very impressive man, ain't he?
Yes, he is. Attractive too.
I was struck by his dedication to his daughter. Megan obviously means the world to him.
I noticed a certain hesitancy with him about this marriage.
Well, Megan is his only child. And with his wife just having passed just within this last year. I get it.
I'm going to work closely with him in setting up plans for the wedding. So, if he's concerned about something, I'm gonna find it out. It certainly takes you back to another time. Another wedding. You remember.
Vividly.
I wonder what went wrong with us.
Maybe life was too good to us. Maybe we had too much. We could have it all again. Elizabeth, all of it.
Oh, can we? Or is something, as you so eloquently said, missing?
Well, something most certainly is missing. The question is, can we find it again? Do we want to find it? Do you want to find it, Elizabeth?
So how did it go with the meeting with the Browns?
Mr. and Mrs. Brown seem to be very lovely people.
Of course they are. But yo issue ain't Bob and Elizabeth, is it?
Their son Matthew, I've dealt with.
How?
I've hired a private investigator.
Clever man.
I hope so.
You're having second thoughts.
Matthew Brown has a nice set of parents. I'm just wondering if I'm being unfair.
Unfair to whom?
Their son.
Martin, trust me, you not being unfair to Matthew Brown.
Yes, Helen, I know how you feel.
Well, I feel that way because it's true. Yo daughter's fiance is not what I call above reproach.
And that's what you keep telling me. But all I know about Matthew is what you've told me. What I don't know and what you haven't told me is how you came by all this information. How do you know so much about Matthew, Helen?
Of course I know a lot about Matthew. We work for the same company.
You not gon' tell me it's company gossip. Then what is it?
Martin, I'm very close to his father.
I'm certain what you told me didn't come from his father. Helen, I want to know how you know. What you do, tell me now, please.
What difference does it make what I know about Matthew?
Helen, he's gon' marry my daughter. I want to know the truth about him.
You don't think I'm telling you the truth?
I just want to know where you got the information.
Martin, he hasn't exactly lived the life of a hermit.
Meaning?
His reputation very much precedes him.
Is his reputation built on facts?
Yes.
Sounds like the voice of experience. Is it?
Why do you insist on talking about this?
Because I want to know about the man my daughter intends to marry.
I've told you who he is. He's a user. A man with enormous sex appeal. Yes, but it's more than matched by his insincerity.
And how do you know he's insincere? It's not that I don't believe you. I just want to know where it's coming from.
It comes from a very painful place. A place where you don't want your daughter to be. Now that's all I can tell you, Martin. That's it. It's inexpensive but good.
You hear me complaining.
I know it's not what you used to.
What I'm used to is not as fresh and pretty as you.
All those beautiful women at the company. And I'm the freshest and prettiest.
I know it sounds like a line. And a bad one.
Well, to quote my new boss. Do you hear me complaining?
My father is your new boss. I am your new admirer.
You know, a woman like me can easily fall for a man like you.
So what's stopping you?
Nothing.
Not even fear.
Should I fear you?
No. Just love me.
It should have ended then. If only it would have ended then.
Dad, you said you wanted to see me.
Yes, come in, son.
What's up?
I want to ask you a question, Matthew. And I want you to think long and hard before you give me an answer. Are you certain, really certain you ready for marriage? Are you going?
No. Actually, I wouldn't.
It's a very simple question.
One that implies I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't mean to.
Then why did you ask? You didn't have second thoughts when you married Mother.
Second thoughts. Yes, but I knew I wanted to get married. I just wanted to be certain you are too.
Well, I'm as ready as I'll ever be, Dad.
This young woman you marrying. She's very special.
Yes, I know.
Her family, her upbringing, everything about her impresses me.
Then you know why I'm marrying her.
Is that why?
That's part of it.
Well, what else?
Ain't it obvious?
Matthew, you've known a lot of beautiful women. What made Megan stand out?
Why do I get this feeling that it ain't so much about me, but Megan?
Megan is innocent. She's fragile. She's vulnerable. She obviously worships the ground you walk on.
She is not some china doll that's gonna shatter if you drop her.
That may be closer to the truth than you know.
My fiancée has really gotten under your skin.
Yeah, she has. She's sensitive. She's a lovely woman. She'll make you a lovely wife. A wife with whom you can grow as a man. I just want you to be sure. For God's sakes, Matthew, be sure.
Don't worry about me.
I'm not worried about you. It's Megan. I don't want to see her hurt by you.
That's what I thought.
You must know it's within you to do that.
Dad, if I have to treat my own wife like some fragile package, then I really am in trouble. Well, it ain't.
Well, then let me ask you again. Why are you marrying this girl?
You're born. You get married. You die. What's the big deal?
You know, marriage has never been on your list of high priorities. Now all of a sudden you meet this girl and you're engaged to her. I'd just like to know why. Certainly I assume you love her. Hello, Megan.
Hi, honey.
Thanks for coming, Megan.
My father gave me your message.
I enjoyed meeting your father. He's a fine man.
Thank you. And he enjoyed meeting you and Mrs. Brown too.
And that's a good thing. Well, we have very much to do and not a lot of time to do it in.
I know, I mean a week from Friday. I can't believe it.
It occurred to me, you must miss your mother terribly at a time like this.
Yes, I do. I was just thinking about that this morning. And with everything to do, I haven't even picked out my wedding gown yet.
Megan, will you allow me to help you out with that?
Oh sure, I would like that a lot.
Oh good. With your approval, I will design the most spectacular wedding dress in 2022. It will be A.B. Brown's original.
Oh, thank you so much, Dad Brown. I'm sure this wedding dress will be one that I treasure and adore. And remember is the cornerstone of the beginning of my marriage to your son Matthew Brown.
Hello.
Hello, Christian. It's yo mother.
What happened, mother? It ain't dad. Is he alright?
No, thank goodness. Your dad is doing just fine. I thought that you might like to know that yo brother is getting married.
And why are you calling me Thorn?
No, Matthew.
Matthew. Oh, come on, get serious. You kidding, right?
Her name is Megan Hayes.
Matthew getting married. I can't believe it. I never would have guessed that. Shocking.
We were all shocked as well.
So when is the big day?
A week from Friday, and I was hoping you could fly in to be here.
Now that would be a big disappointment if I did not come to Matthew's wedding.
Christian, do you want me to make flight reservations or not?
No, mother. Fortunately for you, I can't make it.
And what shall I tell yo brother?
Don't bother. I'll call him and tell him myself. So how is Dad?
Why don't you call him and tell him yourself?
Just trying to make conversation, mother. Sorry about that.
Good morning, Mother.
Good morning, darling.
Who was that on the phone?
Yo, sister.
Felicia called from England.
No, it was Christian.
How'd that go?
I'm afraid she won't be able to make it here for the wedding.
Why not? Felicia can't make it
Actually,
either.
she didn't say.
This wedding is getting smaller
Well,
and
yo
smaller.
brother didn't want it to be a big one.
I wonder why. So we're having it at home.
Yes, Megan's father thought it would be a good idea too.
How long has her mother been dead?
I'm not sure. I think she died sometime last year.
You know, it's amazing how little I know about my future sister-in-law.
She's new to all of us.
I only met her once. What's she like?
Pretty, bright, well educated. She seems very nice. Almost too nice.
Meaning
Yo brother Matthew. Her father has some misgivings about this marriage.
possessive father.
No, I think it's deeper than that. I think he has reservations about Matthew. Time will tell, though, I'm afraid.
Thank you, ladies. You were terrific.
Excuse me, someone said that I could find Matthew in here.
Oh, he stepped out. You don't remember me, do you?
Obviously I should. I'm Megan Hayes.
Oh, I know. I'm your future brother-in-law, Kyle Brown.
I feel terrible not remembering you, Kyle.
It's no problem. We only met briefly. Just once.
At the Super Bowl party.
There you go. A whole lot of people was in the way.
Well, I guess we'll be seeing a whole lot of each other now.
Well, I hope so. You're about to be my brother's wife.
I guess that was sort of a silly thing to say.
Well, under the circumstances. No, not at all.
What circumstances?
Well, Matthew pulled a fast one on us. Hiding you someplace, and then presenting you as his bride-to-be. I feel like he's marrying a stranger.
He's not.
Well, not to him. But to me.
Then you and I will just have to concentrate on getting to know one another.
I'm all for it.
Good. How about dinner sometime? The four of us.
Is Matthew marrying two women?
Okay, done deal. I assume you have someone of
How
your
about
own.
just the three of us? So. What's it like, marrying a guy like Matthew?
What's it like being Matthew's brother?
You sure you want to know?
Why wouldn't I?
It might not be what you think.
You make this sound very intriguing.
Well, being Matthew's brother is a lot of things. But I won't call it intriguing.
Well, what then?
Well, Matthew is quite a man. But then I'm not telling you something you don't already know.
I do know that he had a rather wild reputation. At least that's what I've heard.
Matthew. Why?
Sometimes, when I walk through the building, I could almost feel the eyes on me. The woman who thinks she can tame Matthew Brown. That was something I heard someone say the other day.
How does that make you feel?
I don't feel one way or the other about it really. I can't do anything about what happened before me, and this is now. I love yo brother. And I know he loves me.
You are something else.
Matthew is really more complicated than a lot of people know. Except, maybe you.
Maybe you give me too much credit.
No, I don't think so.
How could you tell? You don't even know me.
Well, you know how when someone is evil and bitter, no matter how hard they try to hide it. It's the same thing with good people, Kyle. It just shows. Even when I least expect it. You are a good person. I can tell. And I'm glad. For Matthew's sake.
Me and Matthew are pretty different.
I'm sure. But I bet Matthew knows that when things get tough, he can count on you.
I do know one thing about my brother. He's a very lucky man.
I'm the lucky one. I have been ever since the first time I saw him. Do you believe in love at first sight?
I'm beginning to.
I never really did. Until I met yo brother.
I got a whole lot of swag. I'm a waving flag. Wear a two-piece suit, I do not sag. And I walk with my head held high. Swag is bulletproof, it will never die. You understand? Determination, certainty, assurance, a confident man. Resolute and astute. Witty, sharp and acute. On the cutting edge. My game is absolute. Innovative, pioneering, I execute. Get my fruit from the root, no substitute. All the pretty girls, I see them in their birthday suit. Passion fruit, got the loot, never destitute. Follow suit, I recruit, haters all salute. Got swag in the bag, you can't refute. When I jump out the window, wear a parachute. When I commute on my route, the bag, I'm in pursuit. Confidence in what I say as well as I do. This is my debut, subscribe, like, share and review. I'm Matthew Brown, my afro is a crown. And I got a lot of swag, I am renowned. That sound profound, it's the swag in the bag. Got a 44 Mac. And I drive a Jag. Big booties, wig whack. I ain't no fag. I'm hard as fuck. And I'm on Viag. I got the swag. And the bag. I wear a two-piece suit. I never sag. I got a whole lot of swag. I'm a waving flag.